Hi everyone, this is Lena from Trading Edge, and in this video we're going to do a quick recap on what happened with Bitcoin and what are the next steps. So in my previous video I forecasted that the bear reversal should take place between the 11th and 12th of March, and it actually didn't materialize on the 12th of March on daily time frames. So this is 12th of March. It did come as a red candle as I expected. However, the events on the 13th of March, the bullish events on 13th of March managed to push the resistance higher, and in that way they disqualified the 12th of March as the bear reversal date on the Bitcoin market. However, on the ETH market, Ethereum did have the bear reversal on the 12th of March. So the bear reversal for Bitcoin came 2 days later on the 14th of March, and that is 2 days after my prediction. So I hope you can forgive me for that. On the positive side, it's better to predict something sooner and then it happens later than predict it later and then it happens sooner. So if I had said, for example, that the bear reversal will be on the 22nd of March and then it happens on the 14th of March, people will be unprepared. I predicted it sooner for the 12th of March. So in that way, hopefully this has given you some kind of psychological preparation that the bear reversal is around the corner. It certainly did for me. So for me personally, I'm not that fast that I didn't manage to nail the exact date. I will never stop endeavoring to nail the exact date, but I think 2 days later, to achieve what I have predicted against the grain, against the whole world. Everybody is bullish for Bitcoin, and here is me for the past 2-3 weeks saying bear reversal coming very soon. So personally, I'm happy with my prediction. I sold my Bitcoin on 72,900, which is almost the top. I sold it on the 12th, exactly here where you see where it touched 73,000. I had the limit order for 72,900, and that's when it got filled to sell. I'm very happy with that transaction that I did, because I do think that this is not just a temporary retracement, but it's actually the beginning of the bear reversal trend. And people asking me, why do you think that? Despite the fact that these look like bull candles, the wicks are very long here on the bottom, which indicates that the movement very soon will be heading up, and so be it. I'm prepared for that. So for example, I've got the 17th, 18th and 20th, I've got them as green candle days, and I do expect moves up, because we have quite a lot of bullish events. However, we have a very serious bear event that happened, and that has been happening over a long period of time. And for that reason, I do expect that although the pushing of the price upwards will be endeavored, I do expect that it's not gonna go much higher than 73k, if at all. It may turn out that 73,800 that happened on the 13th of March is the top, or the top is very close to that, if it does surpass it higher, because of that extremely bearish event that is happening right now, which is Mercury is reducing in speed. Mercury is preparing to turn retrograde very soon. So Mercury has already reduced in speed. Mercury is the planet that rules trading, and once Mercury starts reducing in speed, it's non-negotiable. You can have all the other bullish events, and they will be manifesting with upward moves, but that is a quite serious bearish variable there in the picture. So that is one of my reasons for thinking that we are now on a bear reversal trend. My second reason is the spreadsheet that I have told you in my previous videos, the one that has Fibonacci on power. sequence. That sequence is eternal. It has been discovered by several scientists throughout several centuries in the days when science was extremely good and geared towards helping people, and in the days when science was against the mainstream thinking, which in those days was the mainstream was trying to screw people, and science was trying to help people. Now it's the other way around. But in those days, the scientists were very good people. So, so one reason is the fiat power numbers, that on 23rd of January, Bitcoin dipped too low at 38,700. That is exactly $1,000 lower than it should. It should have bounced from 39,600. In my previous videos, I have shown those levels. That 39,600 is a sacred level of support, and if it's not respected, it indicates further revisions on the lower levels of support. So for that reason, when Bitcoin started going up here, I never expected that it will reach the next level of support and resistance, which is the 64,079. Never expected that. And that is why I always give the caveat that I'm only sharing my opinions and I'm not expecting you to take my statements as trading advice, because I was wrong. I expected that Bitcoin will bounce from here. It will bounce downwards because 52K, this level here, is exactly halfway between the 39,600 and the 64,079. So I expected that 52K Bitcoin will bounce, will revisit 39,600, it will bounce off from there, and only then it will go up in a sustainable move upwards. It didn't do that, and to me, that means that Bitcoin will be heading down very, very soon. So that is one of my reasoning, because those levels of support and resistance are sacred, and if they're not respected, that means that the movement will go in the opposite direction. The second reason that I have for expecting the bear reversal to come so soon is because of the third law of Newton. For every action in the universe, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is a law. This is not something that has been discovered as a rule in one or two areas of life. This is not just a rule in physics. This is a law. It's discovered. It's not created. It has been discovered as a law that is operating across the board, and for this reason, I expect that the force that started going upwards from 50K, so for every action in the universe, the action is bull market escalates into euphoria. This is already the euphoria, escalating into euphoria from 50K. This will encounter an equal and opposite reaction with the same force. So it will go back to 50K. So these are my reasons. They're scientific reasons that are well established. From astro perspective, it gets it's very niche. So I don't expect people to believe in financial astrology, and also I'm not a standard and normal kind of financial astrologer. I use completely different metrics that I have discovered for myself. So I don't want to bore you with those metrics here, because they get really crazy and really woo-woo, and also it will make the video very boring for people who are not interested in that. I think most people just want to know the dates, so I'm giving you the dates. And now I will show you on monthly time frames what I expect. So that was my prediction here for 11th and 12th of March to reach the top, and the top was reached on the 13th of March. From there, I expect a move downwards all the way until April. What date in April? I don't know right now. I will update you later on. Sometime around mid-April. Would it be 18th of April? I'm not sure right now, but I will update you. I expect to be the bottom, and I expect the bottom to be around the 50K. Because the madness began from 50K. Up until 50K on daily time frames, Bitcoin was progressing in a very logical and sustainable way. Everything was making a lot of sense. From the 24th of February, Bitcoin became euphoric thanks to Pluto, thanks to Neptune being the boss of the chart. Neptune just escaped like a naughty teenager, the way a 15-year-old teenager likes to escape from reality and likes to escape from restraints. Neptune hates any kind of restraints, and Neptune just likes to float around completely free and uncontrolled and unrestricted by anything. So this what happened here from the 24th of February is exactly in alignment with Bitcoin's age. Bitcoin is 15 years old this year, and Bitcoin is behaving like a teenager who wants to experience freedom for the first time and who is breaking out of restrictions, and he just wants to explore the surrounding environment and space in their own way. So how long would it take before the police gets involved and finds that teenager and brings them back home? And how long it will take before the parents get involved and say, one day you will have your freedom, but for now you have to pass your exams, we have to get you in university, you still have some responsibilities to do as a young person before you have to earn your freedom. You cannot just become free like that. So at this age, at the age of 15, you're not free yet, and freedom will be experienced at a later age when you become more responsible. And for now, go back to your exams. So that is it. That was Bitcoin's attempt here. Totally teenagery attempt, totally in alignment with Neptune becoming the ruler of the chart. Bitcoin did this escape into freedom and into liberation and into fantasy as well, and into wishing and into hoping and into dreaming. And it's coming to an end now. This is the first reality check now that is happening. And this will be going down now all the way to baseline. You know, the teenager now is going to be returned back home, and the teenager will go back to baseline. It will go back with the parents, and it will continue going to school, preparing for exams so they can pass their A levels, so they can get themselves in university. So Bitcoin will definitely be going back to 50K in the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. So as I said, by 18th of April, I expect that we will reach the bottom. If it goes lower than the 50K, I will be very happy, because I sold all of my Bitcoin at 72K, 72,900, and I'm expecting to re-enter the market at a lower price. And my limit order at the moment is on 50K, but if I see that it's heading down, I will be adjusting my limit order to buy to lower. Ideally, Bitcoin should be heading to 39,800 if it wants to be sustainable. But whether it will do it this April or whether it will do it in October, I don't know right now. So because every TA chart I have seen so far is showing a bullish move upward. If TA doesn't predict that Bitcoin will dip now back to 50K, then there will be a black swan. But I can assure you that astrology, that financial astrology, is predicting this dip. My system is predicting this dip, and these are the two scientific reasons that I provided. So if TA is not, and if on-chain is also bullish as well, and TA is very bullish, so and then there's going to be a black swan, and I expect the black swan to happen in the field of natural disasters. They already started happening. The one on the 14th was that some cables under the sea got disrupted. This is only the beginning. It's only the beginning of natural disasters. April is extremely bearish month. A lot of natural disasters are expecting in April. Also, April has exactly the same setup in terms of events as the setup, was it called the Carlington event, when the solar flares reached the highest peak. The highest strength of solar flares that have ever happened was in 1885, the Carlington event. So was it Carling or Carlington? I have to double check. So I expect that we will have extremely big disruption as a result of solar flares, and when online communication gets disrupted, that impacts the crypto market straight away, because these are not some three-dimensional commodities that you can touch. These are purely online concepts. So if the online world gets disrupted, this is heading down. But anyway, there are a lot of bullish events happening in April as well. So I expect that Bitcoin will reach this level here, 50K, and only then, and then it will start heading up, because May is very bullish. May will make a nice local bull reversal. Literally 1st of May is bullish, and from there on it just will keep going bullish up until 7th to 23rd of June. So this is on monthly time frames what I expect. A move down from now on until sometime in April. Before the 22nd of April I believe the bottom will be, but I'll be making other videos confirming the exact date. And from there on a move up, which will be 7th to 23rd of June. Here I have made the assumption that that date will be higher. At the moment I'm not 100% about that. I'm not 100% sure. It may be lower than the 73K, but that will be the top from which it will be beneficial to have a short position on futures, because it's heading down all the way to October. The real bottom, the bottom of all bottoms this year, is actually in October. And also the second half of this year is bearish. So only the bull run is only up until June, I'm afraid. And also it's very possible that the bull run has actually ended. But because there are some other bullish events that I'm inclined to expect that the top actually will be between 7th and 23rd of June. And from there on, heading down. Actually this year is very bearish for Bitcoin. Half of the year, second half of the year is bearish for Bitcoin. So all of this madness that is happening now, it's a joke to me. But I'm not gonna be seduced by this. People are behaving like very naive teenagers going along with Bitcoin. This is really cheering Bitcoin and expecting 100K is the same thing, is the equivalent of clapping to a teenager who is escaped from home and who believes that it will make a sustainable life independent from the parents. That's exactly the equivalent of that. So I'm sorry, but I do not participate in that stupidity and in that madness. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm trying to keep these videos short because I hate long videos myself when I watch other people's videos. So drop your questions in the comments below and then I'll make another video. Bye for now.